beautiful Taurus. This is your twin flame reading for the week coming up to the full moon in Pisces, which happens on the 10th of September. And I thought I would do these readings. It's a beautiful way to tap into that energy as we're moving into the full moon and the more intense energy that the full moon has, which is about bringing things into fruition that we want to happen and really tapping into that really big energy of the full moon. You might have heard of me speak before about full moons, about being an optimal time to receive and send messages to our twin flames / soulmates, if that's the terminology that you are here to look at today. But generally speaking, it's when we are in those moon cycle times that you will see, there's often things happen with the full moon where people are quite intense in their energy. Looking at this reading in the week, in the few days leading up beforehand, gives us an opportunity to look at how can you tap into your energy and how can you tap into your twin flame's energy and what's happening on both sides. That twin flame energy is quite intense, and it's looking at that splitting of a soul when it comes in and incarnates in a life. Here it is split in two, and you will see in your twin flame parts of yourself, and you'll have that instant attraction to them when you meet them. Sometimes, however, because we're all brought up in different environments, there might be things that there are things in this life incarnation that your twin flame has to work through, and they can be things that are also part of your learning about learning to allow another person to go through their particular time of learning. And I'm also not talking here about someone who treats you in a dysfunctional way and is deliberately harming you. And, we'll tap into those things later on in the reading about the healthy ways that you can disengage and really identifying who is your twin flame when you meet them. Okay, my loves, let's jump straight in. I want to pull an oracle card first, just to have a look at the energy of both yourself and your twin flame. Look, I'm always keeping the one down the bottom. And we will go from there. Okay, so spirits and guides, let's jump into this reading for beautiful Taurus. Today, tapping into the energy here of the twin flame energy. What energy does beautiful Taurus bring to this union today, going into the full moon in Pisces? And then let's look at your twin flames energy here as well. Some guys, that's the energy around that beautiful Taurus's twin flame here. There we go. And then I will grab a couple of more cards as well to open up this reading for you, beautiful Taurus. The other thing to keep in mind too, we're in Virgo season, so lots of earth. You're an earth sign. We've also got Venus in Virgo after the 4th of September. So there's a lot of earth energy around. And it's come up in other twin flame readings that I've done this week about twin flames who are really focused on their career and not, there's been worries around finances as well. So let's have a look here. We've got the Prince of Wands. We've got the Tower. We've got the Knight of Wands. Really interesting energy here. Okay. And let's look at, we've got security. And we've got abundance. So as I said, it's really interesting that I had said to you, when we're in Virgo season, that earthy energy, that double earth energy. And I'm finding with a lot of the twin flame energy coming through, there's this check on finances and things like that at the moment, where you may even find your twin flame, if you have met them already, might be withdrawing for reasons that you think are emotional, etc., or you've had some kind of interaction with them that maybe wasn't as positive as you might have hoped. But a lot of people are focused on financial issues at the moment, and a lot of a lot of that energy, when someone's not as evolved as us, they may not feel able to talk about those particular issues, and they can come across as being quite aloof or quite cut off. And you might be thinking it's about you, or something you've done, or how can you make it better, and that kind of thing. And it's really got nothing to do with you. And the thing is that probably while you're over focusing on their energy, there are things that you here might need to focus on too. So look at security here and abundance. You both have, you see that, and that's a perfect example of a twin flame situation where you're looking at security, but the security for your twin flame might be about working really hard in abundance, and maybe, you know, if they have to move to you or be closer to you or that kind of thing, or things that they have to do to be with you, might be challenging their financial situation in some way, and that's going to contradict some of their values. I am going to go into these cards a little bit more deeply here to open up this reading here. I feel like you're both really passionate, and it's interesting that you're a Taurus. I'm wondering if this person is a fire sign or has a lot of fire in their chart as well. So we're looking at security for you here, and just looking at that meaning of it first of all, just to set the tone. Normally I would look at it later on in the reading, but I really have this sense to look at it first. We've got firelit cave. In ancient times, our forebears took refuge in caves. It was there that they could seek shelter from the weather and be protected from the predators and enemies. The cave offered a safe place to prepare food, sleep, heal, and build community. Caves were also the places where sacred spiritual ceremonies occurred, evidenced by cave drawings and altars that have been built along the ledges. Symbolically, caves represent a secret pathway to the underworld, the divine womb of Mother Earth and the Sacred Heart. Also can be energy portals for shamans or other spiritual explorers. You are safe and protected no matter what's occurring in your life. You are in safe hands. Those in the realm of spirit are watching over you. You can relax and let go. If you have been hypervigilant lately, take a break, relax, and know that all is well. You can turn it all over to the Creator. So it's interesting there. I do see there is that flame there. That didn't go unnoticed to me, darling Taurus. You're probably sitting there going, why isn't she talking about the flame? It's like, no, I see the flame. I see that part of you, and particularly for you as a Taurus, you are wanting that security and closeness. I can feel it. Right now, like physical, you really want that closeness, and the other person is looking at abundance, and for them, they're not quite there, and we need to look at how we are looking at those two energies. So just let's look at abundance for them and see what that card is indicating. It's talking about the wildflowers. It's interesting with the wands here. They're really, I got Sagittarius straight through then. Wildflowers are not intentionally planted. They are untamed, natural and free. Their fragrance calls to bees to pollinate them, so the seeds are created to continue the cycle of life. The message is everything is blossoming in life. Open yourself to receive. Abundance, fulfillment, and prosperity are ready to be activated in your life. Life desires you to prosper. You are moving toward an outpouring of money, energy, time, or love. Opportunities are limitless. However, you must take action in the direction of your dreams. Don't wait for abundance to fall into your lap. Take steps. Give deeply, fully, don't hold back. This card reveals that this great time to make investments. The more you give with a free and open heart, the more you will receive. Be grateful for what you already have, and even more will flow to you. And I feel that we'll explore this a little bit more about why is this abundance issue coming up for your twin flame there, beautiful Taurus. And we've got this straight away. We've got judgment. And again, depending on how well you know this person or if you've met before, I feel that what's coming through is, again, could be a fire, it could be Leo, but they want to feel like they are abundant and prosperous. And we've got the Emperor. All right, so that's just reinforcing this real, they want to build their empire. And we've got the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is that real coming out on top at all costs sometimes. And we've got the Four of Wands, and I feel like this is a promising union, but this person needs to walk a certain path first before they're open. And we've got the Knight of Cups. And look, with these twin flame readings, I really find that Knight of Cups is that sign from spirits and guides that this person needs to go through these steps before they can tap into that deeper emotional. And you'll see this in the way that it's come out in this reading. It's facing forward. So they definitely have that capability to show you how they're feeling. I want to see how they see you, my darling. Well, they see you as the Queen of Wands. So all is good. They're going from the Prince to the Knight. I think they need to feel that maturity first before they can really meet you where you are. And we've got the Eight of Swords here. And I really feel like when this comes up for the person who's wondering about their twin flame, I feel it's like you are trapping yourself in thoughts and feelings that you can release yourself from those. And we've got the Two of Swords. And I say this often when it's the Two of Swords. It's like you've got two choices. Continue on with things that are making you not feel good, or go on with something that does make you feel better. And you're probably saying to me, well, what can I do to make myself feel better? I've got the Tower here, and I feel like there's this chasm. Isn't it funny how this has come out in this reading? Let's see what we can do to fill this chasm between you and your twin flame. You've got the Six of Swords. And you know what I feel like? Oh, and I had whales come up in another twin flame reading. It's so interesting. It is... It's actually humpback whale season at the moment, where they are journeying with their young when they come to warmer waters, because it's getting colder in the northern hemisphere. So it's really interesting where we've got this journeying here with the Six of Swords, that card where you're moving away or moving towards something here. And we've got the Eight of Wands. I feel like it's going to happen really quickly. But I want to see what this chasm is here. You've got the Empress and you've got the High Priestess. Now, if you remember, here we had the Emperor. So there is an alignment. There's a few, there's not, I feel like it's going to be sooner than what you think, actually, because we've only had two cards in those spaces between where you become Emperor and Empress. And then we've got the High Priestess and the Knight of Cups. It's almost like then you can have that connection on a higher spiritual and emotional level. Your partner's your twin flame journey. Did I just say John? Who's John? Might mean something for somebody. Your twin flame's journey is about their emotional journey and tapping into their emotions. Your journey is about tapping into knowing your true self and your true path, and not being wavered by other things along the way, and really, tapping into that divine, really positive energy that you have. I love this Empress card. I mean, I love her. Her gown is made of stars, and it's just the web of the universe all around her. And then, of course, we've got the moon. Great indicator for a full moon reading, right? I want to pull a couple more cards here. And do you feel like that's the ultimate aim there? And look at that. You've got the Queen of Pentacles. And that is you, beautiful Taurus, when you finally come into your own and you become that beautiful queen energy. And it's funny, I've spoken about this before. The king energy is fantastic. We sometimes often forget that the knight the knight is the person who actually courts the queen before they become the king. So that's somehow, sometimes we can apply that in some tarot traditions. Now we've got the King of Wands, and as you know, underneath all of there is the Knight and the Page of Wands, and your partner becomes the king, which I was just I say this all the time, I can't make this up, right? And we've got the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups is that beautiful joy and celebration there. Look at that, it's got this beautiful unicorn going through the air and the sun, and I just feel like that's that beautiful celebration coming through there. Now, we had this beautiful card come up right at the beginning, and it says personal power, healing entanglements, and throat opening, which is really, I think, about finding your voice, beautiful Taurus. Okay, I look at the meaning for this, darling Taurus, which is azurite and orchid. It resonates with those who experienced or had lives in Sirius or Orion, and speaks very seriously about the constellation Lyra and the stars within it. It's interesting how you had this constellation here. This card is to leave the pain and hurt behind in this life. It wishes you not to focus on that, but the joy and love that is achieved. Azurite asks you to honor your roots. For a short space of this galaxy's history, it was heaven and earth, a place where nurtured flora and fauna received cosmic crystals and vibrational possibilities. I've also got lemon balm in here. Lemon balm is a member of the mint family. Anandite and lemon balm come to you as a sweet balm during transitions. You are awakening to new energy currents, and the various layers of your spirit body are working to catch up. It's gently looking at your third eye chakra, gently weaving in the Anandite's rainbow glow. And it's really that, it's almost like this unicorn is like a rainbow as well. It really is about that transitioning time. I believe that you are not far away from your twin flame and that ultimate union with them, but there is this transition that they need to go through as well in order to connect with you, and for you to be, you know, that Queen of Wands energy that we were talking about as well, which is really beautiful energy, darling Taurus. I do want to pull just an energy to close the reading for you, particularly when we're talking about abundance. What sort of abundance here that Taurus needs to tap into for this twin flame period going into the full moon? Got two come out here. Okay, let's have a look. We've got the Garden, which is a call to be more social, darling Taurus, and we've got the Woman. And I really feel that this is a interesting energy here, whether it's your twin flame or the energy that you are becoming into as you are waiting for your twin flame. But the Garden, again, so uncanny, has come up in a lot of the twin flame readings for going into this full moon energy for Pisces, right? And Pisces is that very feminine, emotional energy as well. And the socializing is really, you know, where you're connecting with more people. And also, if you are having a break from the person you think is your twin flame, look, we've got the sun there, so beautiful. If you're having a break from that person, socializing can instantly make you, you know, feel much more attractive, and you start to shine that light of who you are and attract back your twin flame. So it's a really great message coming through there for you, my darling Taurus, as you go through this week. Thank you as always for honouring me with your time and space today. If you've made it this far and you liked this video, this reading, please pop a like below and comment if you would like longer readings. If you're enjoying these longer readings, I'm happy to do them. And I will be doing more readings around the new moon energy, the full moon energy. I will be doing more readings around the full moon energy next weekend as well, when we go into the full moon itself in Pisces. Okay, Taurus, as always, take care and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.